All right. Welcome everyone to the Student Club and Org meeting video. This video will go over the expense voucher process, so submitting your reimbursements, as well as club activation, and Mel will go over some of the bill writing process as well. So to get started here, this is just a page that shows you guys how to get access to your resources for both bill writing and expense voucher writing. You just go to the NWHSU Student Club and Organizations page, General, go to Files, and you can find all of the things under Club and Org Resources, the Club and Org Resources tab. And then Mel will most likely go over how to access her bill writing stuff as well. So we'll go ahead and ask the first question here. Within this video, you will have embedded questions that you will need to answer and get correct in order to process your club activation. So the first question here is, what tabs can lead you to find these resources on Teams? Select all that apply. I'll give you guys a second to answer that. All right, moving on. This is the walkthrough for the funds request approval form. Just going over it pretty quickly here. You can read it for yourself, but all of the forms will be in PDF because that is the easiest for me to process them. They will be submitted 2 weeks before. The funds request approval form will be submitted 2 weeks before you spend the money in order to ensure that you guys have the applicable funds. As long as your treasurer is on top of it, this shouldn't be much of an issue. It's more of an issue later on in the semester when everyone is basically at the end of their funding. But as long as you're keeping track of it, that's for the most part adequate. But I still expect that to be sent to me as well. Once approved, once your funds request approval form is approved, you fill out a blank expense voucher and make it not blank. You will submit that to me in email as well. For both of these, it will be an email because that is the easiest to keep it organized for you guys. All receipts will be also included that. So your itemized receipts, things that include what you purchased, how much it was, and then that will also be recorded on the expense voucher. And this will be PDFs in PDF form as well. So we'll ask a couple of questions here pertaining to this page. What is the first step of the process for accessing club money? The correct answer you should have put for that one was the funds request approval form. And for the first question, in case you didn't already figure that out, would be Student Club and Org tab, the Teams tab, and the Club and Org Files tab. For the next question, what's the amount that you should put in the how much requested box in the funds request form? So we'll go ahead and move to this page here, and how much requested right here. You will answer that question, then we'll go over it here in a moment. So the correct answer to that question would be the estimated expenditure of the event. So however much money you think you're going to spend, put that in there. It doesn't have to be exact. I don't expect you to have it down to the penny or even down to the dollar. That will just give me an idea of how much you guys are thinking about spending, and also keep you guys accountable for the amount that you'd be spending. Okay, the next question would be, why do we have the funds request form? And the correct answers to these last two questions, well, to this question would be, so the treasurer can make sure that your club allocation has enough to cover your expense. So this, again, should be on your club treasurer to ensure that you guys have enough money. Basically just making me aware of what you guys are planning on spending, and then I will be able to process that for you. Okay, next question, also pertaining to these last two slides. What is the current preferred method of submitting all of reimbursement documents? And the correct answer would be email. Next question, which receipts do you need to send in PDF form to receive your reimbursement? Correct answer is all of them. How long should you expect a reimbursement to take because of all the processing through both accounting and the student senate treasurer? The correct answer for that one would be a month. It doesn't necessarily take a month. It could be a week. It could be 2 weeks. It all just kind of depends on if you are able to submit it to me in the correct way. I don't have to kick it back to you and go back and forth with getting it submitted. So if you watch this video, you should know how to do it. Shouldn't be that hard. And it also has to do with the processing that accounting does. They have a 2-step process as well. They have to both fill it out and put their stamp of approval on it, and then their supervisor has to also process that and approve it as well. So it's got a few steps to go through. Next question, this is pertaining to this page. What are the boxes that need to be filled on the expense voucher form? Select all that apply. The correct answer to this would be all of those boxes. So you should be going and clicking on A through G. Your club name needs to be there. Your signature needs to be there. Itemized receipt. 4, basically what the event details are. The sum of, so how much. And then the address. If you want to get your money, you need to put your address down. And then the pay to, so your name. Next question. This is pertaining to this page. Who should you email to activate your club? Please select 2. So the interesting thing about this question is there is 2 answers. I am not one of the answers. Neither is the Student Senate President, nor is the Dean of Massage Therapy. The Dean of Students, which is Anthony, that is on this page, and Kara is also taking over on that. So the preferred person to send it to is actually the Assistant Dean of Students, Kara Wagner. All right, for the next question. Why do we need signatures for the club activation process? So that is contained on this page. And the correct answer is accountability and student involvement. We want to have clubs give people give everyone on campus the accessibility to their clubs. So anyone on campus should be able to be in your club. And also, I mean, we're not just going to give out $200 to a club who has one person and just wants to spend it on whatever they want. So that's kind of the accountability side of things. So that concludes my presentation. Hopefully you guys learned a little something from this. Please reach out to me if you have any questions. But otherwise, you guys have a great day.